and they didn't succeed, and it came to a point that the kids were so scared to go home with the result that they were committing suicide or doing so many things. So you can see it to your own eyes what kind of competition they have amongst themselves.
Well, you know, Arundhati, I've done a lot of shows with you. At this, personally for me, and I think I can relate to a lot of people at home as well, he's been one of the best and the most intellectual ones that I've done so far. Because
so
I
you
think
didn't like the other ones?
I love the other ones. I love this more. Because I think many people could actually relate to what we just talked and had a chat with. Based on what's very current right now. I mean, the parents are expecting too much, they're pushy, and as you said right, it should be done, but there should be a balance. There's a fine line between being responsible for your kids and not being too pushy. Arundhati, thank you so much for being here on Good Morning Sri Lanka on yet another day. We'll be seeing more of you in time to come with so many other subjects. So thank you so much for being here with us.
Welcome.
Well, we need to take a break right now and come back with more surprises on Good Morning Sri Lanka, because we rock and we are the best. Well, we've got our Facebook fan page as well. If you want to post anything, please do like us. It's www.facebook.com/Good Morning Sri Lanka, and write to us at mtvsports@maharaja.lk and stand a chance in winning MTV merchandise. We'll be back. Is one of our frequent personalities on our show, but we are switching lanes from that to University life. But on that note, we do have a very unusual topic that goes in line with university as well. Motor University's graduation fashion show 2014 that occurred 3 nights ago, or the 18th of March 2014, and we do have 3 personalities who can talk about it more and talk about their experiences of being a part of this brilliant, astonishing, beautiful journey. Well, just to the right side of mine, we have Dr. Nirmali De Silva, who is the course director of the Fashion Designing and Product Development. Good morning to you, ma'am.
Good morning.
And we do have Bianca Subasinghe and Dilan Vijayanayaka, who are graduates of the University of Mertua Fashion Designing and Product Development. Good morning to the both of you as well.
Good morning.
Are you excited?
Yeah, of course.
Of course, it's supposed to be like really hyped up. Fashion and media, of course, have a very, very good link. Well, starting it off with Dr. Nirmali, I want to ask you, how did the Mertua University tie up with fashion? Because fashion is a very kind of a different industry to tie up with the normal curriculum at university, and you were a pioneer from the beginning. So how did this originate?
Actually, it's a long story.
Okay.
The Mertua University has a department of textile and clothing technology, which is dedicated to the flagship industry of Sri Lanka.
Okay.
So this need for innovative fashion was felt about 25 years ago, and the department strived to get this fashion design degree on board, so that the Sri Lankan made apparel will have the required value addition to get into higher market segment in the world apparel trade. So this is how it all started, and the University of Mertua Department of Textiles was the right place for the fashion design degree to be established, because it had all the infrastructure, all the technological facilities that would that a fashion design degree would require. Of course, it is not exactly engineering, it doesn't match with the engineering faculty, but it does match with the textile technology and clothing technology that we teach in the department.
This originated, Doctor, in 2001. Yeah?
Yes, it originated in 2001.
Okay.
And we actually, because fashion is very alien to Sri Lankans, and we had to we had to get some assistance from a renowned fashion educator and the government of Sri Lanka through the Ministry of Industries, and also with the support of the Joint Apparel Associations Forum, JAF, got London College of Fashion of the University of the Arts to link up with the University of Moratuwa to establish this novel degree.
All right. Well, I think we pretty much covered how it began back in 2001. Well, Bianca, looking very good.
Yeah.
All right. Tell us, in Sri Lanka,
with the highest bonus interest of 40%. Plan your savings, plan your life with People's Bank.
If a traffic lane is to be closed due to an accident or maintenance work, you will be notified suitably. It may be difficult to see ahead during bad weather. Control your speed to suit visibility. Have a safe journey.
Sri Lanka, in your opinion, when you first hear the word fashion, it's clothes, and that is it. Full stop there. Your take on this, and this is wrong, I think.
Yeah.
It has to go a little bit more than that.
Yeah, of course. What I think is, fashion is not just about clothes. For one, it could be a lifestyle. Another one, it could be like the way he or she talks, the way he or she walks, and that means for one, it could be their life.
Okay.
And for some people, it's just clothes, as you said.
Yeah.
For some people, it's accessories. Maybe like, let's say, for some people, they call my fashion is my bag. My fashion is the way I accessorize myself. So likewise, it depends on. It's really subjective, but fashion is everywhere.
And all are right. And it depends from person to person, as you say.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. When you mentioned lifestyle, what did you exactly mean by that?
Lifestyle, in the sense, okay, we can put it in this way. One can say, some people, just like you said, if you take the way they dress, some people would like to wear really formal attire, the business suits.
Like
so, like you, like you. So, which is their lifestyle. They want to show their, let's say, the status.
Yeah.
They want to show, okay, we are having this status, we are in the business field. So they want to show that through the way they dress, the way they walk, the way they talk. So that's their fashion. On the other hand, if you take an artist, they want to show that they are an artist, and they want to show that they are a piece of art themselves.
Yeah.
So that's their fashion, that's their style, that's their lifestyle.
Being an icon.
Being an icon, yeah.
All right.
So likewise.
Dylan, talking about your pieces, we were going to show off, but unfortunately we don't have it right now. It's in the closet. The black T-shirt, or the shirt rather, that you designed. We'll talking about your designs. Where did you begin, and tell us a little bit of
it's a 1 year experience.
Okay.
So it started from the concept. When I'm talking about the concept, it's about smoking behavior, and drug and alcohol usage.
Okay.
So I wanted to say smoking is a negative impact.
Yeah.
But during my research, it's little bit into positive, but more into negative.
Okay.
So I want to express the idea through my collection. That's the basic thing.
So you bring out a certain degree of emotion throughout?
Yes, of course. And the emotion and the patterns of the silhouettes of the smoking behavior and the smokes grown through the air. So collaboration with the creative pattern making, I emphasize the emotions.
Okay, it is an art in itself, fashion.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's true.
so now this degree has 4 years, and the first year you have got to do this, and the second year you have another area that you need to follow. Third one is separate thing. But firstly, we'll get into the big one, the fourth year, the finals, where you have to produce something which you need to show off at this graduation ceremony as well. If you could take on that, Bianca, how would you start on it?
Well, actually, the whole course, the whole degree is a really structured course where we get. Now, if you take fashion, when you hear the word fashion, it feels like really artistic, but it is not just an art. It has a huge story behind that. So when when we were like first years, of course,
Yeah.
the freshers, we started with that the mere basics,
Okay.
and the whole thing was structured up to the final year in a really we call it a strategic way and very methodical way, so we can develop our skills and knowledge throughout the 4 years, and finally we come up with that the ultimate big thing, our collection.
Yeah, if you take the first year, we got ice breaking part, and we got the
Getting to know each other.
Yeah, creative thinking practice and lateral thinking practice, and on the other hand we got the technical developments, and we got knitting technology, weaving technology, and
It's a foundation.
yeah, so
We get the hands-on experience on all those things, so the technical base is there in the first year,
Okay.
and then we move on to the second year where we practice those bases, like
Experiment
we
and
do the
explore.
experiments, we explore, and we develop our own ideas as concept into a realistic products, as in garments. So if we take a flower,
Okay.
that's our initial idea. The flower is there. We get the idea of the flower and develop that idea, mere idea, into a concept which is blooming. The idea is blooming, flower is blooming, it's beautiful, and that is the idea we interpret in a garment. So the garment ultimately is not a flower, it's the idea of blooming, the beauty, that is the idea that we express through a garment.
So much of creativity there.
Yeah, of
and
course.
we got hands-on experience. Believe me, I stitched my own garment from the first year. So
Okay.
it was amazing experience.
And I think you get to work with opinion formers and experts in the industry.
Yeah.
So does that help as well?
Yeah, of course. We got by the end of our second year, we got a mentoring program
Okay.
where we get a really good time with industrial expertise. So then we move on to our third year where we get our industrial internships. So it's like for 1 year, at least for 10 months we work, but in my case I worked there for a whole year as a trainee designer first and then assistant designer.
Okay.
So it was a really good experience for us because it's the true thing is happening there. It's a real time experience.
Yeah.
So we do it now. What we learn is the theory, and in the industry is the real
Practicals.
show. Yeah.
So both merged together, you've hit perfection there.
Yeah.
Doctor, what has Muruthu University done internally to provide a proper qualification in this field?
Well, we used the London College of Fashion to establish the curriculum. While we did that, we also got our staff trained. We got all our facilities, whatever a fashion design degree would need, and now we have, this was the 8th batch that graduated, so we have sufficient human resources in the country if we want to draw upon, so that we deliver this very structured, actually it's a course in the university which is delivered in the vocational mode.
Okay.
So we have experience now to do this, and in fact we first had the fashion pathway, we also started the textile pathway, and anybody who has seen this year's graduation show would have seen the amount of experimental work that they have done in the textiles area.
It's like an iceberg. You don't see the efforts that you really put in.
That is true. So I think in time to come, I think everybody in Sri Lanka will appreciate, and it will be branding effort for Sri Lanka, I suppose.
Well, when you mentioned the name Sri Lanka, I would like to ask you, Doctor, how do you compare Sri Lanka to other countries? Are we I know that a lot of other countries are above us, but are we in line? Are we emerging at least to hit that target where we could say, you know what, Sri Lanka is in par with a lot of other international fashion renowned countries?
Well, when we started the degree program, we were we had a lot of criticism.
Okay.
We had students from all parts of the country, and people thought that they